A while since I've recorded in my morning sessions. My clients that I train at 7 in the morning. It's usually hard waking up in the mornings this early for myself and my client, but once we get started, then we wake up and we're super energetic, and it ends up becoming beneficial. But that initial getting up is always hard because to wake up at 5 in the morning, and well, I wake up at 5 and then I have an alarm for 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30. Sometimes I wake up at that 5 o'clock, and then my latest I'll wake up is 5:30, possibly sometimes 5:45. I try not to wake up at 5:45 too often, because then that just makes me sluggish and that gives me a very slow start. But it's difficult sometimes, because I finish working and working on the business and staying up. I go to sleep at like 12 or 1 in the morning routinely. So on the days that I train my clients in the morning, I'm only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. But oh man, there's traffic today. Sometimes I still have 30 minutes. But it's one of those things that you just have to do. And it's not a complaint, it's just tired waking up. But after training my client, I'm wide awake in my day. It's a benefit because I'll end up finishing around 8:05, and I'm super energetic and I'm ready for the day. And I don't think I would have been that as energetic if I didn't train them. So that's the positive. My clients, they live in Pinecrest. Their house is very motivating and inspiring to me because it's a multi-million-dollar home that I would love to live into, a home of that caliber in the future. Just to see and be in that environment, just the neighborhood. And I won't show you their home because I have confidentiality, but I'll show the neighborhood. And the homes there are the homes that you see on the TV and the movies. So this is like the typical Miami. So if you've seen Miami mansions and Miami movies, these are the homes that they're comparable to these homes. And it just inspires me because it's like, wow, I'm actually in here at this age consistently training people who make millions. I'm able to just see how to interact with them, see how they live, kind of pick their brain, see how they got to where they're at, their attitude on things, their perspective on life, and just get some good advice from them. And then also help them because the training, health and wellness aspect. But every time I go there, I leave and it's more inspired, where it just makes me push to go even harder and continue. I have this drive that's never going to stop because I'm surrounded by people who have what I want. Not exactly as I don't want their life, but I would love to have a house that big. I would love to have my family in a home like that. So it's one of those, I see exactly how it is. I also see the landscaping in their neighborhoods, and I try to emulate it the best I can with what I have for my mom's house. So when I cut the grass, I changed the stones because I saw certain stones that looked like that there. I lined the walkway with lights, the solar panel lights, the solar powered lights, because I saw in the neighborhood a home similar to it had those lights, and I was like, oh wow, that does bring out the house. So I pick up little things here and there from the neighborhood or my client's house that are affordable for me, and it would add value to my mom's house, or if not add value, it'll make it look better than what it already is. And then the more money I get, the more I'll be able to add those little things. And then eventually it will be the bigger things, and my mom's house will be completely renovated and it will look brand new. Because I don't think she wants to move from that house. It's just we want to make it new and fix all of the broken parts and add some things. But yeah, you have to always find ways to stay inspired. I read an article, I also saw multiple documentaries where it said that Michael Jordan, he always stayed inspired. Even if he was winning, he would find a reason to like spark his energy or make himself mad. Think of something, he'll think of any little thing to make himself mad in the game, just so that he can go even harder. Even if he's winning by 20 or 30, if somebody said something about his shoe, he would just use that as fuel to go harder. And I use every aspect of life as fuel to go even harder, whether it be my client's nice home, whether it be seeing a homeless person and me never wanting to be homeless, or me fighting even harder just so I can have more money so that I can give excess money to the homeless person. I'm always inspired by life and finding ways to keep myself elevated, a natural high. And also cars. I love seeing and being inside of nice cars and dreaming of having a car. I like the chase. I probably would like the chase more than the actual capturing. So once I get something, yes, I like it and I appreciate it, and I will always appreciate it. But I like that chase and that competition, the fight for something. That's why I put my goals on things that are not so much monetary. Like, of course, the home and the car and the watch, that type of stuff, those type of things. But my real purpose, I've put it on things that if you never stop going after it, it will never end up being a bad thing to go after, like poverty and education, things like that. I can fight for that for the rest of my life, and even if I do achieve things within those brackets, it's never going to end. So my life will be fulfilled no matter what, because I'm going to always be fighting for a bigger cause.